Educational GMAT. Your partner in your GMAT journey.
This is quite, I think I consider it quite a brutal question, honestly. By the way, standard deviation. No, sorry, official question, not standard deviation, official question. Are you guys able to see this? Yes. So there are 5 terms here, 5 terms. And the question is asking us what's the median of the list of numbers above. Median is obviously the middle value when the data are arranged in ascending or descending sequence. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to think about it. Not an easy question, not an easy question. Any idea how we can proceed on this? How do we proceed? Now, obviously, we will look at steps to simplify this. In fact, since we have already done exponents, if you remember, what did we discuss? That whenever you have a negative exponent, what do? Think reciprocal. Remember, negative exponent, think reciprocal, right? So, since all these exponents are negative, what would we do? Reciprocal. So, minus times, and then it says 1 by 2 raised to the power of minus 1 by 3 will become what? Minus of 2 raised to the power of minus 1 by raised to the power of 1 by 3, right? So since we have negative exponents, the first step is think reciprocal. So notice this will become, this is 2 by 1, right? So for that reason, it's minus of 2 raised to the power of 1 by 3. This is minus of 4 raised to the power of 1 by 2. This is minus of 4 raised to the power of 2 by 3, and so on. Is everyone clear so far? All right. Now, next step. Notice this is 1 by 3, 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 1 by 2, 1 by 3. Obviously, not easy to understand in terms of what each of these could mean. So what should be the next step? Let's try and rationalize the denominator here. Now, notice this is 3, this is 2, 3, 2, 3. So what can we do? Make the denominator in the exponent 6 for each of these, right? So by the way, how can we make the denominator in this case as 6? You multiply and divide this fraction by 2, right? So what I'm saying is multiply by 2 and divide by 2. Similarly, how about 1 by 2? How do we make the denominator as 6? Multiply by 3, divide by 3. You can't just raise it to a power of 6, right? That would be changing the number itself. Okay, all right, all right. That's something we can do, by the way, and the median will remain the same perhaps in this case because all of them are negative, by the way. That might not work if some are positive, some are negative, right? Because raising everything to a power of 6 would make it positive. Yes, right? So again, in this case, what do we do? Multiply by 2, divide by 2. In this case, multiply by 3, divide by 3. In this case, multiplied by 2, divide by 2, right? So that's exactly what I have done. Let's convert all the exponents into a common denominator of 6. So for that, multiply by 2, divide by 2, for example, in this case, and so on. So this is what we get. Minus 2 raised to the power of 2 by 6. This is 3 by 6. This is 4 by 6. This is 3 by 6. This is 2 by 6. right? Okay. Now, next, what can we do? Notice this is nothing but what? Minus of 2 square raised to the power of 1 by 6. Are we clear? See, because this is what? Nested exponents. And what do we do with nested exponents? Multiply the exponents together, right? Similarly, how about this? Minus of 4 cube raised to the power of 1 by 6, and so on, right? So this is what we've done here. This is nothing but 2 square raised to the power 1 by 6. This is 4 cube raised to the power of 1 by 6. This is 4 raised to the power of 4 raised to the power of 1 by 6. This is 3 raised to the power of 3 raised to the power of 1 by 6. This is 4 square raised to the power of 1 by 6. Right? What is 2 square? Obviously 4, right? So minus of 4 raised to the power 1 by 6. This is 4 cube, which is 64. This is 4 raised to the power 4, which is 256. This is 3 cube, which is 27. This is 4 square, which is 16. And all of them are raised to the power of same power, right? 1 by 6. Now it is easy. So you just compare, basically, you can just compare these values, right? 4, 64, 256, 27, and 16. So if you arrange them in ascending sequence, then 27 would be the third value, right? There are total of 5. So third one will be the median. So third value means this is the median. Now notice in this case, clearly it depends on heavily on your understanding and conceptual clarity with how exponents work. And this is something that GMAT extensively tests you on cross-functional competence, right? This is kind of a hybrid between statistics and exponents, basically number theory. Lot of questions, in fact, we do in the class also, which tests you not just on a single concept of statistics, but other concepts as well. Clear? Smaller number as in? Give me example. Sorry, 1 by 2. Oh, yeah, I am just finding, by the way, here I am just common. So the reason I came up with is 6 was because 2 and 3 have an LCM of 6. That's all. So if it was just the approach would remain the same, by the way. We can take anything. For example, if it was, let's say some of them were 1 by 8, let's say some of them were 1 by 8, some of them were 1 by 12, let's say. In that case, what would we have done? Common denominator of 24, right? So then it would be into 3 divided by 3 into 2 divided by 2. So this would become 3 by 24. This would become 2 by 24. Essentially, I'm just looking at LCM. So the LCM of 8 and 12 is 24. For that reason, we converted everything into common denominator of 24. Sorry? Okay. All right. 1 second, 1 second. 1 by 8 and 1 by 12. This is what you're talking about, right? And then, yes, absolutely. That's not changing, right? We cannot change it, right? That's given to us. So when we do multiply by values, yes, absolutely. Yes, you are right. I mean, the reason I multiplied and divided was because this, which is essentially 3 by 24, is 1 by 8. Similarly, this, which is 2 by 24, is 1 by 12. So absolutely, I cannot change the value. Yes. Yeah. Good question. Any doubt, guys, on this question?